guys. Today we are joined by our very first guest on the Amplifire. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this podcast channel, but for now, it's a conversation podcast. We're trying it out. We'll see. This is my very good friend Terry. He's been on the channel before, not his face.
First time.
Yeah, he was like a little animated character, but now Terry face reveal, man.
I was an animated character. Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to plug before we get started?
My name's Terry. I
Do a little intro, you know.
studying literature. I'm a student at work.
Ooh, literature.
I'm really just trying to like make music at this point though, so my channel link might be in the description, so if it is, hit that up. But yeah, Jason's a great friend, and podcasts are in dire need of better topics, so here we are. Here we are.
That's my issue / like struggle has been making sure that any podcast project I take on is not just one of those ones where you just turn it on and
fit and fresh,
right? Because but it's just kind of like, I think some people are capable of doing that, the type of podcast where you talk about nothing. I don't think I'm capable of that.
Yeah.
So I've tried it before, and then it always just ends up being like more silence than actual words.
Yeah.
And it's just me kind of talking.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, this is Terry. I'm trying to think, how long have we been friends? Just I want to give them more of a background.
I would give like the introduction at like 7th grade. That's when the schools merged. But after that, it wasn't really until like, I think we're always cool. We're always cool. Like we never had any issues, but at the same time, we weren't like just acquaintances. Like we could talk about shit and like not, it wouldn't be anything too serious. But then like COVID.
Yeah. Oh,
COVID.
for sure.
100% COVID with the Minecraft servers and the just being on Discord from like 7 a.m. to midnight every day.
Days, man.
Yeah. Romanticizing the pandemic
Yeah.
is an unhealthy habit. Yeah, but it's understandable.
That's the thing, is so many people talk about how sad they were and like depressed during the pandemic. And I was like, it was kind of fun for me.
I think, if you're in a position of like relative comfort and it's not like, like my parents were able to shift to remote pretty easily.
Too, yeah.
So like that was like, a lot of people weren't able to do that. So
that's true, yeah.
But,
See, this is the added perspective that we need, because if this were just me and I was talking about the pandemic, I would have said all these nice things about having breaks.
It's your experience. I mean, my experience was mostly good, too. Thankfully, I knew some people that got sick, but, like, it wasn't serious. But anyways.
All right.
The pandemic.
Yeah. Sorry. So I have a few segments planned today. I wrote them in a notebook because, like, the setup is so janky. I'm using my laptop to, like, record audio. So I have a notebook. Very fancy. We're going to start off with just some rapid fire questions. Just so the audience can get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
Obviously going to be music related, because that's what we do here.
Okay.
But some stray a little bit. So we'll just get started. Favorite artist right now?
Jane Remover.
What kind of music does they make?
So they
them make?
They used to make like shoegaze, like dark shoegaze. So more darker, like kind of ambient guitar, like low-key drums, that sort of thing, like focusing really on vocals, but also like the vocals were very like detuned, and like there's just a lot going on there. But recently they released an album called Revenge Seekers that's like industrial. I don't even know, it's very experimental, but it's like industrial. It's got elements of trap, it's got elements of hyperpop, it's got elements of jump style, it's got a lot of different things going for it. Probably going to be my number one artist for this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's shoegaze?
Shoegaze, I don't really know how to explain it. It's more like, I think Men I Trust can fall into this category. I think Mac DeMarco can fall into this category. Kind of like Toxic Nostalgia.
I don't know any of these people.
Mac DeMarco?
Is it
Chamber of Reflection? Damn. You got some music to listen to. What's a Men I Trust? Show me how. You don't know that? Oh, you have some good music to listen to.
Okay.
But I would categorize it with like Toxic Nostalgia, maybe a little bit of indie.
Toxic
but it's
Nostalgia.
Toxic Nostalgia. Kind of like COVID.
Wow.
Kind of like COVID. Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely an example, I think, would be of Toxic Nostalgia, the period of your life that you do reminisce about a lot, but it really wasn't that great. So
interesting.
Yeah, but the new Jane Remover album is not shoegaze. It's industrial. It's punky. It's got a lot of it's got a lot going on.
Okay. So we just found out that Terry's camera was not filming. for that whole intro portion. So on, just wave
We're
at the camera.
definitely filming now.
I want to check. I think we are. Favorite album of 2025 that like came out in 2025.
If it's 2025, then probably Revenge Seekers by Jane Remover. Okay, to be honest, there's been another album that's really been growing on me, and I think I've listened to it completely more than I've listened to Jane Remover. Like the Jane Remover album, I've really only gone into like a couple songs and just had those on repeat. What the Fang by Fang.
What the Fang?
What the Fang. Yeah. UK underground artist, does a lot of really cool stuff with like, hold on, let me just I'm not gonna play the whole song, but like, where is it?
That's cool.
Yeah, like Clamps Casino type of like
I see the
vocal.
appeal. I see the appeal there.
But that album's just super. It's like 35 minutes and it's just solid.
Favorite concert you've been to?
It's gonna be a tie between Cardi on the King Vamp tour and Childish Gambino at Barclays.
I was there.
Yeah,
that was
that
awesome.
was. I mean, the lasers.
Yeah, just like there's just so much thought that went into like that production.
It was it was like an entire like stage production.
When is Vando Stone coming out? Remember they dropped that trailer like last year.
What are you talking about? he forgot about it. So yeah, I don't know. Man. He's just chilling on his orange orchard,
filming the Community movie.
Yeah.
Okay, song of the summer.
Macca by that's Makka by Echo 2K, Fake Mink, and Macatalk.
Nice. I don't even know what to say because I just do not know.
I think you might actually like that song.
Yeah. Show me later.
It's guitar and drums. It's pretty simple. It's not like rap. I mean, it is rap, but it's more UK underground stuff.
Okay, least favorite album of 2025.
Ooh.
Or just one that like disappointed you in general.
Ooh, that's a good question. Was not that impressed by Tyler's album.
Really?
Yeah. So not the worst album of 2025. I don't think the years. I'll say that in December what the worst album is, but right now most disappointing has been Tyler's. And I'm not gonna lie, with me personally, I think his sound peaked at Flower Boy and Igor. Like those are my favorite albums by him, so I'm kind of locked into that. Call Me If You Get Lost was like really good. I just don't know if I like that side of Tyler as much as I like his other side. But I liked seeing him happy. I liked seeing him flexing and just living life and having the Gangsta Girls mixtape that he always wanted. Chromacopia was mixed for me. Like it's like a 10 on paper, but for me it's not something I'm going back to too much. And then Don't Tap the Glass felt like more of Chromacopia. So
that's fair. Yeah,
like I think energy on Don't Tap the Glass a little bit more.
I mean, as like a newer Tyler fan, I feel like all his albums like he got into a certain stride where I feel like every album felt like such an event. You know what I mean? Like there's such a crazy rollout for all of them, such like distinct eras and
I think Chromacopia
aesthetics.
Had the best rollout. Like shocking, as much as I was like in the Igor rollout and like same with Flower Boy. Like I was younger when Flower Boy came out, so like I don't really remember what the rollout was like, but I do remember the entire album leaking a day before it came out. The entire thing. Yeah, the entire thing. It was one file on Spotify, and I remember listening to this like this sounds pretty this sounds pretty legit. That sucks. And then
this
the album
might be the real
I'm
album.
like, oh, so that was a pretty good album. And then it came out the next day and there were like 1 or 2 songs missing. I'm like, oh. But like nobody really talked about it. But anyways,
I mean, it's just one day, so it's not horrible. But like that sucks.
But
I always feel bad for when that happens to artists.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
And in the underground, it happens like so fucking much. 2 of my favorite artists, Hard Rock and Osama Sun, probably had like over 1,000 songs leaked between them just in 2024 alone.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Sucks. It sucks. It completely depends on the fan base. Completely. But yeah, most disappointing was Don't Tap the Glass.
Okay, an album that people hate that you kind of like it's kind of good to you.
Music by Playboi Carti. I mean, I think that's dependent on the fan base, though.
Like something that's more like because that's
hated?
very or not universally hated, but like let's say people within a fan base that you're a part of doesn't like an album that you like.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay, Badass Fucking Kid by Netspend. 100%. That was Netspend's last album, or no, it's the most recent thing he's released. And just underground community fucking hated it, like, because it was just very like offbeat and very. I think he took a lot of risks with his sound, which isn't really saying a lot for Netspend, but I think at the end of the day, like, people just weren't ready for it, because now I'm seeing a lot more appreciation for it. But I liked it at like second or third listen. So
Okay. Favorite hip hop album?
MF Doom is just with his sampling and his the drums, like, he's just so fucking talented. Like, rest in peace, of course, but he just had such a unique way of like putting rhymes together and just rapping. Like, that's a style I still haven't seen approached today. Like, obviously there are fantastic rappers back then, there are fantastic rappers now, but like, there's just something so unique about him. Like, nobody else is gonna make an album called Food and then spit bars about eating for
Wait, he
an
did
hour.
that?
Yeah,
There's no way.
yeah. The album cover is a cartoon of him eating, and then every song on the album is food.
Wow.
Yeah,
I have to listen to that.
Yeah.
I love food.
yeah.
Food and music. Oh my god.
Yeah.
My two biggest loves in life. Is that your favorite album of his though? Or like
Food
if you had to narrow it down to just one album, maybe by
from
MF
MF
Doom.
Doom. Yeah, I think that's my favorite
Okay,
album
okay.
by him.
Favorite non-hip hop album. I know these are so like broad, but it's just like
Favorite non-hip hop album?
Yeah. Try not to think about it too much.
Oh,
Just kinda...
okay. Well, this is gonna be like kind of a douchebag answer, but if I'm thinking like when I think of like experiences, right? When I think of like what album has stuck with me for the longest time, you know the Dementia album, right?
Yeah, the one you're talking about, yeah.
I think it's Everywhere at the End of Time or Everything at the End of Time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what to call it. Like big band. It's not classical, but it's like big band, kind of like chamber orchestra stuff. Just like really really nice like slow music, right? The kind of thing that you would see like a World War One couple slowly dancing to in a black and white photo. That kind of thing, right?
Like in Avengers Endgame.
And it's exactly that kind of song. Exactly. So, and the entire first two sections of the album, and keep in mind it's an 8-hour long album. The first two sections are just that, but with this like really crunchy like vinyl filter over it and this little static. And then it just gets more and more, because remember the point of the album is to represent the progression of dementia. So it just gets more and more worse in terms of like things will start looping, they'll start cutting randomly. There will be like 10 seconds of silence randomly. But the best part about the album is that the last section is basically 4 20-minute long songs that are just static and like imagining what like brain death would sound like. But in the last minute, there's like this beautiful like operatic ending outro, and it represents terminal lucidity, which is something that happens if you have Alzheimer's, if you have dementia. At the very end, you'll get basically everything back like right before you die. So not to make this too grim, but back to the music side of this.
Wait, that's sick.
Nobody has been able to, everything from the first two sections of the album has been sampled, right? It's all stuff from like the 1920s, like I said. The end outro has never been found. Nobody has ever been able to figure out what that sample is. And this album has been picked apart intensively.
Who made it?
The Caretaker. I forget his real name, but he made the album to, I think his father had Alzheimer's. So you can see why this is my favorite album. It's really not an album, it's an experience, and you get to know so much about the Caretaker from the 8 hours that he gives you.
Is that true that like when you die, everything...
Terminal lucidity. I mean, you know, there's a theory.
Wow.
I think it's like half theory, half actual science, but your brain produces certain chemicals when you die, like right at death. And when that happens, I'm pretty sure it's like DMT. DMT.
Oh, I didn't turn on my LEDs. Should I turn on my LEDs? You can keep talking. Keep talking.
Yeah, turn on the LEDs. Oh, I see them back here. Yeah, do it.
Hold on.
But basically, it's like a really strong psychedelic chemical. You can take it recreationally. You don't have to die to take it. But it's the same thing that's in like certain like sacred psychedelic rituals and stuff like that. Tough.
I hope that when
that's
I
the
die,
theory part of it, though.
like a cool edit of my life plays. You know.
Yeah.
That'd be
Like
pretty cool.
like
With
a
like
cap cut edit.
yeah, with like Playboy Cardi. You know?
With a slowed down yeet audio.
How would you describe your perfect afternoon?
Go home, let's say I get out of work like 2 p.m. I go home. Ideally, there's food, either leftovers or I'll cook something. Angie's there, my girlfriend. We're chilling, probably smoke a little bit, maybe go on a walk, bike ride, go, you know, I don't know, something outside.
Very cute.
She pushes me to go outside a lot more. Like, I'm definitely more of a homebody. I'm like, let's just stay and chill and watch a movie. Like, what do you mean you want to go out? And she's like, no, let's take a fucking walk. I'm like, okay. I do like a little bit of alone time. So maybe if she goes to bed early, if she goes out with a friend, or if she has a shift or whatever, like, I'll just stay home and make a beat. Which has recently been, for the last, like, 2-3 weeks, that's been the schedule. But prior to that, it would be go home, smoke a joint, and play Minecraft.
That sounds pretty good, too.
It gets to a point.
That sounds good for 2 weeks.
You know what's crazy? Since I've started producing, I have not had the I get on a game for like 5 minutes and I feel like nauseous with anxiety, because I'm like, yo, I could just hop in FL, have just as much fun. It takes a little bit more work, it takes a little bit more brain power, but I could just hop in FL and maybe make money.
Yeah, that is the plague that I've had since starting YouTube.
Yeah,
is every time I do something like play video games or even like watch a movie on my own time, it's like I could be editing right now.
It's sickening.
Yeah.
And having Angie really helps as like a buffer to make those moments of like relaxation. Like watching a movie with her doesn't feel unproductive. But like
it's really only when you're alone.
If I'm alone and I'm not,
because you're not, it's not like if Angie's like, I want to hang out with you, it's not like you're gonna make a beat while she, you know what I mean?
We have to spend time together.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get her, like, if I have like speakers, I could just be producing and she could listen, like, but I only have the headphones, so I'm like, I'll do some shit. I'm like,
babe, listen.
Yeah,
to this.
literally. And then she's like, okay, you know, you got to change that. But as opposed to if it's constantly playing, she'd just be like, nah, that sucks. Take that out.
That's a good like litmus test too. Like you just have it playing around around the apartment.
Because she has a super grounded taste in music. I think she doesn't really go for like the experimental stuff. Like,
all right, and then last rapid fire question, which these aren't really rapid fire, but it's fine.
Yeah, no.
Music hot take, something to start stirring the pot when we get into our main portion of the pod.
Taylor Swift. No.
I knew it was coming.
I would say people need to listen to things that make them uncomfortable more. I think that's the only way that you're going to find new sounds. And I think with music, for a lot of people, it's like comforting. So they don't want to listen to something that's going to be... But I think people should treat music like movies. People should treat music the way that they would a book or a TV show, right? Like if you like an artist and you see that they have an album out, don't just stick to their one song. Treat it like a movie. Or a book. Like you wouldn't start at a random chapter, right? And if you did, right, if you saw an excerpt, right, like so say you're listening to a song on TikTok, you're like, this is fire, right? Don't keep rereading that same page. Go and read the whole book. You might find something else that you like.
All right, so that's the end of the rapid fire questions. We are now going into today's main topic, which Terry actually does not know anything of what we're doing. I just told him to pull up, and he just did because he's a good friend. So thank you, Terry, for coming on the show. So today's main topic is we're going to go overrated, underrated on popular artists. All right? So I'm going to say an artist's name, and then we'll go 3, 2, 1, overrated, underrated, or properly rated.
I hope she's on the list, Jason.
Oh, she's number 1. Taylor Swift. 3, 2... Actually, let me think. Because I want to be very strategic about each of these.
Over.
Well, yeah, I'm doing a countdown.
Okay,
Jeez,
cut it. Okay.
3, 2, 1...
Overrated.
Because
you want to go first?
The reason I say properly rated is because I agree that Swifties overrate her music, but I also think everyone else underrates it. So I think it homeostasis. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Like it counteracts
Okay, that's
each
honestly
other.
a fair take. So her diehard fans are blowing it out of proportion, and the
Everyone
people that
else
don't
is
really
underrated.
listen to shitting on it.
Yeah. I'm somewhere in the middle. I think she's good. Is she the GOAT?
I think Taylor Swift is able to, because of her fan base, rhyme bar with car 80 different times across 20 different songs.
Of the bar and I crawled. Oh, I messed it up. Wait, do you know that song?
I know I watched the video, and I'll be fair, this is an Instagram reel, right? So it's of course trying to make her look bad, but let's be real. Bar and car being rhymed about 1,000 times, like it across, you know, all these different songs across all these different albums, right? And then this isn't my main issue, but this leads into my main issue, which is that the level of, and this can connect back to the thing we were saying about music shouldn't be an effort, right? Mm-hmm. It's there for people who like it, but I think if you seriously I don't know. If you really know game, like you listen to her, and you're like, there's nothing here. Listening to like just I'm trying not to be like ridiculous with comparisons, but like if you compare her to other like an indie artist that's going for a similar sound, there's going to be so much more depth in that indie artist's lyrics than there are in Taylor Swift. And the reason is Taylor Swift doesn't have to try. She hasn't had to try for years. And I do appreciate, and let me just say I appreciate her as a person. When I found out that she gave like $100,000 to everybody that worked on the Eras tour, I'm like, I've literally never heard of an artist doing that before. But you know, just about the music, for me, there's nothing there that is standing out as unique in any regard whatsoever. And what does stand out as unique are genres that subjectively I'm just not into. So that's like the Folklore album, her earlier country pop.
Phenomenal music.
You know, Folklore is rated really highly amongst many like Pitchfork, Rolling Stone. Like that album is held in very high regard, not just amongst their discography. So there's clearly something there that I'm missing. I can admit that.
Have you listened to it?
Parts of it, yeah. No, like never coherently to put like start to finish.
Yeah.
I liked her aesthetic around that time. I liked her aesthetic then, and I liked her in the, what was it, Renaissance? Did she have an album?
That's Beyonce.
No,
Midnights.
Something with an R.
Red.
No.
That's the only one. That starts
It's like a black and white album cover. She has
Reputation.
Reputation, yeah.
That album actually sucks. But you know what?
That's crazy.
If we ever make this podcasting long term, I'll have you listen to it, and then you could share your thoughts on it more in depth.
And then it'll be like my favorite Taylor Swift album.
I don't think you'll like it. No? I'm not gonna lie.
That song that you sent me that's like 8.5 minutes long.
All 10 minutes?
Yeah, I actually do like that song. I listened to all 8 minutes of it.
I think that song is the embodiment of what I like about her music. Obviously, when you have an artist that has 12 albums, you're gonna see evolution in different phases and different, and I think that she did that pretty well, like not staying too stagnant. If I laid out all her albums and showed you the different eras, I think you would be able to see that as well. But anyways, yeah, so we disagree. It's fine. Playboy Cardi. 3, 2, 1. Overrated.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And it's the same thing with his fan base. And just for context, this is something Jason knows about me, but for the listener, I'm a big Cardi fan. Here's the thing about Cardi is like, I really don't think he cares about his fan base at all. And I think the fan base is partly to blame for that. Like, it's a weird fan base. They're the Swifties of the rap world. 100% without a doubt, they are the Swifties of the rap world. And the issue that comes with that is glorification. And you know, the thing about Taylor Swift is she doesn't have like domestic violence allegations.
Yeah.
Cardi does. So Cardi's not a good dude, right? But people worship him, right? The same way that they would Taylor Swift. I don't see as much of a problem. I mean, there's a problem with any parasocial relationship. There's a problem with worshiping any artist, any celebrity. But, bro, I really like his sound. I really like what he went for on Whole Lotta Red. I think Whole Lotta Red literally changed rap for the better. I think it
haven't listened to it.
Pushed. It'll be the first album that I give you. It pushed so many artists that were working with that kind of like digital, like synth heavy sound, that kind of like punk trap sort of thing. People act like he's the Messiah. He's not. He's just a really good rapper with an awful fan base. Yeah,
I mean, as someone that hasn't listened to an album but has heard a few songs, I like Timeless. Timeless is a banger. Actually, I think that's the only song of his that I know. Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of the Playboy Cardi songs I've listened to kind of just sound like ear stimulation. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, isn't that any music?
Like, yes, but it's just like a lot.
Like ear candy.
I don't know. Like maybe if I really like, that's why I'm like, if you ever showed me a specific album and explained to me why you like it, really put me in your shoes, I think I could enjoy it. But from just picking like on TikTok or like picking up a song here and there, it just sounds like noise, like, and he's like, That's pretty good. I don't know. Pretty good impression.
We gotta get you on his ad lib track. We gotta get you on there, bro.
Okay. Kanye West. 3,
wait,
2,
wait.
3, 2, 1.
Properly
overrated. Ooh. I'm saying a little overrated.
People call him the GOAT of rap. People talk shit about his political opinions, as they should. And
so you think it's a homeostasis counteract?
If we're just talking about his music,
Yeah, that's what this should all really be about. 'Cause
The general reception for the College trilogy was phenomenal. The general reception for 808s and 808s and Heartbreak was phenomenal. Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, phenomenal. Watch the Throne, Yeezus. Then you had Cold Summer in there, which was a little, you know, whatever. We don't talk about that one. Is it Cold Summer? The Good Music album. And then you had, what was after Yeezus? Life of Pablo, I think. Then I think you get into Ye, which is completely 50-50 split down the middle, right? I think it's Donda after Ye. And then when you get to Donda...
Jesus is King.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, Jesus is King. Okay, most people did not like Jesus is King. Most people did not, I think, again,
There's
split...
a few songs on that album, though.
That are fire.
Like, this is what your life...
Yeah, bro.
Like, wait, what's the other one that's like kind of gospel-y?
You got Follow God. You got Hands. You got Water. You got God Is. You got Everything We Need with Ty Dolla $ign. That was originally an X song. Literally made me tear up the first time I heard it. I was in the back of junior year English and it dropped at like 10 a.m.
Wait,
on a Tuesday.
I remember that day.
And I remember watching it, and it was Mancuso, so he didn't give a fuck. Like, all right, guys, we have to get off our phones now. Nobody ever got off their phone. And then Donda, dude. Donda was weird, man. I give Donda now, looking back, like a 5.5. It's a bloated mess. Wow. It's so bloated. Why is it an hour and a half long to account for these?
Why are there 2 jails?
Why are there 2 jails? Why are there 2 everything? Why are there all these part 2s? It doesn't make sense. So my point with all of this, when I say equally rated, is that I think the reception... and then you get into Vultures. Vultures 1, Vultures 2, the Diddy's Son album, and then Bully, all suck. And everybody said that they sucked. So I think that that's fair. I don't think anybody's gassing Vultures 1 or 2 for anything more than it is. I don't think anybody liked what he dropped recently, that dog shit that he dropped. So yeah, I think fairly rated.
I think that's fair. The reason I jumped to say overrated is because I think, like, my whole thing is, like, I feel like Kanye, like, when you get that Life of Pablo, Ye era, right? It's him doing something weird. And like, there's some songs like, okay, maybe he's not really trying, but you're kind of just giving him the benefit of the doubt to, like, make it experimental, make it different, make it, you know, artistic. I don't know. Like, there's some sort of things where, like, you could say, oh, that's really abstract, or he just wasn't really trying that hard. And I think because we kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt in those moments when it
kind of allowed him to do
it gave him permission to keep doing that to the point where we get an album like Vultures where he's just, or Vultures 2, because I kind of like Vultures
1 had people in a frenzy. People like that album, and like Paid is good, Burn is good, Carnival
Beautiful big titty but naked women just don't fall at the sky. That's my favorite
one. Back to Me, that's a great song. Stars, it's like a 7 out of 10. I think I gave it a 7.
I gave it like a 6.5.
But like, that was the era where he started like pimping out Bianca Censori.
Oh, like, yeah. Can you imagine getting a Kanye Ty Dolla $ign album like 2014?
It would have healed the world.
Fire.
It would have healed the world.
Okay. Drake. 3, 2, 1. Overrated. I don't get it, guys. I'm not gonna, even like the really good ones, the really good songs. I'm just kind of like,
okay, for me, he's got tracks like, he's got like Jungle. He's got I really like More Life. A lot of people don't like More Life. I think that he snapped on that album. Like, that's the one with Passion Fruit. That's the one.
I don't like that song. Not gonna lie. Do you like Passion Fruit? Listen, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really like when Drake sings.
I think he is,
because I think he's not a good singer.
He excels when he sings.
Huh?
I think he excels when he sings.
Really? You think he's a better singer than... I mean, I think he's kind of average at both, if I'm being honest. But I specifically don't like when he sings because, I don't know, like, people always talk about how, like, he did so much for R&B at, like, a specific time, and I'm just like...
Right, like
that to me is R&B.
Like, talk about like Drake's influence. I just don't, like, when it comes to the stuff that I listen to, like, I don't hear any Drake at all.
People talk about Drake's influence more than they talk about his actual songs that came out, which to me says that he was more of a trends guy coming up. I don't know. I mean, again, I haven't listened to that much of his music. This is just based off what I have heard.
Yeah, you should do a Drake video.
I probably will.
You should
at some point.
Like,
Drake
just
video,
to, just
Drake
to
series.
get it, just kind of get it out the way.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because
exactly.
it's there.
Like, who the fuck wants to listen to Drake's discography? Scorpion is ass.
I'll do it for views, man. I'll do it for views.
A lot of people like Scorpion. I did not like Scorpion. I thought it was washed.
There's one song I like on that one.
Yeah, I mean, there's like that's where like
everybody get your motherfucking roll on.
Yeah, that one.
Except he in the song he says that a girl was bad when she was in high school.
Mm-hmm. High school pics, you was even bad then.
Yeah,
like,
whoa.
Okay, and then you don't want to talk about it. Like, Drake is quite literally, there is so much evidence that he's a pedophile.
I don't want to. I'm curious about his next one though.
Iceman,
because I feel like the rollout for that was pretty interesting.
I really liked Certified Lover Boy. I'm not gonna lie, I think Certified Lover Boy is one of his best albums. Like Yebba's Heartbreak on there, Into Deep,
Too Sexy.
Come on, bro.
Knife
you
Talk.
Don't listen to that shit and not bop your head. Get the fuck out of here. You lying, bro. You lying. I don't care how hard you are, bro. Everybody's bumping that. We are all bumping that, bro.
Rihanna. 3, 2, 1. Properly rated.
Underrated. People don't
properly rated to underrated because she hasn't made music in so long.
She don't need to, bro.
Like, yeah, but then there's part of me that's like...
People do not talk about Anti enough. And I'll be fair, like, that's the album that I have the most familiarity with. Outside of that, it's whatever, like, popular songs came out of her albums.
Hot take. I'm not a fan of Anti. I only listened to it like twice. It was when I did my 30 albums 30 days series, and there were some songs that were really nice. I like the intro track with SZA, but I think there's also some songs.
You have to be rage baiting, bro.
No, I'm not. There's really also some songs that I think she's phoning it in, if I'm being honest.
On Anti.
Yes. But maybe that's because something I really appreciate of Rihanna's earlier music is like, there seems to be like a very clear effort to like create these like really catchy songs, right? And I know that like that's not really Anti's agenda, so maybe that it's me comparing that to her because I look back at like her older projects and it's like Umbrella, even like what's the one where she's like the album cover where she's like naked but like scratched out.
Unfazed.
Yeah, like some of the songs off that one, I'm like, oh, these are bangers.
Yeah, that's actually I've listened to a little bit of that album.
Anti, I feel like is a little more.
Anti's so fucking good, bro. Anti's like her blonde. I would put it like
interesting
in that because I think they both came out in 2016.
Yeah,
and then neither of them have made an album since then.
Come back, please.
I need that Frank snippet into my veins, bro.
3, 2, 1. Properly rated.
Overrated.
Maybe a little overrated, but I'm leaning more properly rated.
It's the same thing with me where it's like generic, easily marketable ear candy.
What of her music have you listened to?
Sour. Album.
Have you listened to Guts?
No. Oh, no, Guts. I did listen to Guts. So I like what she's doing, but it's like, to me, it doesn't feel... and this is off of one listen, so don't beat me up too badly in the comments, but...
Or do. Or go to town on him because he's wrong.
I don't know. It's just this again. It's like a similar sound for me where it sounds like mass appeal, and that's and I guess I'm just not part of that majority that like it.
I'll put you on to Sour someday.
Okay, I do like her more than Taylor Swift though. I think she has a little bit more edge.
I think she's probably rated because I think her more so than like a lot of other pop stars. I feel like she has a very tight kind of like, I mean, A-list pop stars. She has a pretty tight fan base, and then everyone outside of that doesn't really listen to her music. I feel like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to see like the overlap with her fan base and other fan bases.
Yeah,
like
if
what are other?
Or something.
I'm saying overrated because of the discourse that I've seen online, just like people mostly in your comment section, just like really.
Glazing.
Yeah, and from my listen, I didn't see the. And again, this is not the genre that I'm gonna go and listen to for fun. So it's I'll say overrated to properly rated.
Beyonce. 3, 2, 1. Overrated. Properly rated.
Overrated. She's
great. So good.
She's great.
She's so good.
She's
like
great.
Every time I go through phases of Beyonce, right? Every time I'm not listening to Beyonce, I'm like, yeah, I mean, she's chill. Then I go back and listen to like Lemonade, bro. She's so good. She's so good.
That album is perfect.
Yeah.
That's her blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's blonde on the cover and lemons are yellow.
I'll switch to properly rated. I think, again, it's more... I think, like, my brain immediately goes to, like, the general culture and, like, how they respond to Beyonce. And, again, it's, like, the Beehive, Queen Bee.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro, we can't be doing this.
But at the same time...
We can't be glazing
like yes, I agree. No, don't glaze these artists too much. But if there's anyone that I kind of get it, it's the woman that has been making consistently solid pop R&B music since 2003.
Yeah.
Since the year I was born. You know,
Yeah.
her first album came out before I was born.
Yeah.
And look at me, I'm big. So, and she's still like.
She's still doing her
Have you listened to
thing.
Cowboy Carter?
No.
I'd be curious to see your opinions on that.
Yeah.
Because it's country music, and I know you're
But
not a
it's
big
Beyonce,
country guy.
though.
But it's Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
I think I would like her take on country music.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll switch to properly rated. I think people give her flowers adequately. I do think that there's a little bit of glazing though.
Yeah.
As there is
As
with
there's
basically
every
other
artist,
artist.
every
would say.
artist.
Yeah.
And sometimes glazing in moderation ain't that bad. If you make a good album, I'm gonna glaze it. But like,
I mean, I glazed Jane Remover for like 15 minutes. So,
yeah, and who
But
the fuck
there's-
is that anyways?
yeah.
All right, Post Malone. 3, 2, 1. Overrated,
overrated.
bro.
Yeah.
Overrated.
I did listen to the album the first album he dropped after he got sober.
That's the Butterfly one. Toothache.
Austin. I listened to Austin.
Austin,
And you're talking about 12 Karat Toothache.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't listened to
Stony.
Austin.
Hold on. We need to go through this. Stony. Classic.
I haven't listened to the entire thing.
White Iverson. When I started balling up. Bro, come on, bro. That's Beer Bongs and Bentleys.
I like that album.
Classic. What was the 21 Savage song? Rockstar.
Yep.
I've been popping. Psycho's on here. Yeah, this is a
porn
solid
on the
album.
table. Don't give a damn.
Hollywood's Bleeding. This is where he started to lose me.
I think that album is where he became mainstream.
Yeah.
And you
Sunflower was on this album.
It probably was just thrown on there.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, that song's kind of cool.
Okay.
Take what you want from me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Austin. So I listened to Austin off of a recommendation, this one.
Yeah,
And I did not. It was literally every song sounded almost identical. I liked the sound though. Like it's not really like country, it's more just like acoustic,
folky kind of.
Yeah, a little bit
indie.
more in that regard. But it lyrically didn't stand out to me. And this is one listen like a year ago, so I could give it another listen. But I would say that again with the way that people talk about that album, and mainly the person that was recommending it to me was like that was like their top album of 2023. So I was like, okay, yeah, you fuck no, hell no.
Travis Scott. 3, 2, 1.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah.
But I do like his music.
Yeah, I love Travis Scott. Okay, second worst fan base in rap. Yeah, 100%. And I think I wouldn't have said this. I would have said properly rated or maybe even underrated because after Utopia dropped, like, yeah, a lot of people loved Utopia, right? But then Jack Boys 2 came out. And I thought Jack Boys 2 was...
I haven't listened to it yet, but...
I think it's like a 6 out of 10. Like, I was really, really disappointed by it, especially with Travis specifically. Sheck West did fine. Don Toliver did fine. Don Toliver does great in everything he does. If Don's on that list, he's underrated.
He's not. Damn. But he is underrated.
But he is... What?
He is underrated.
Okay. Yo, I thought it was... Whew. Like, not enough people talk about about Lovesick. Just Lovesick on its own. Like, Lovesick is almost a
she
perfect...
don't strip. No more don't want to hit that pole. You like Birds in the Trap? Because I've heard that's kind of
Fuck
divisive.
yeah. I love Birds in the
I haven't
Trap. I
listened
think
to that
that's
one.
an underrated album. I don't know what people are missing on it, where they call it mid or they call it bad, but I think it's like such a solid dark trap album. It's got some ambience, like it's such a clean ass album, bro. He still doesn't have the features listed. He got Andre 3000 on the intro. He got a Kendrick verse on that bitch. Like, come on, bro. So the reason I say overrated though is because again, like there was no reason for Astroworld Fest to happen. Right? The 8 people that died, like there was no reason for that to happen. I don't think he was fully responsible, but I think he was partially responsible as an artist who's doing a concert. You should be able to see a fucking ambulance in the crowd. I think that responsibility side of it is just maybe now it's better, but like at the time it was not his concern. And yeah, like, you know, Jack Boys was mid, so say overrated.
Childish Gambino. 3, 2, 1.
Underrated.
Overrated.
Over?
He's one of my favorite artists, but I feel like... Actually...
I don't think there's enough to glaze about him. I don't think there's... The movies... The TV... Oh, music.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino, not Donald Glover.
Yeah, if we're going Donald Glover, I'm going hard underrated.
Yeah, okay.
That man is my idol.
Bro,
But like,
Camp... Okay, like, because The Internet was the first album that I listened to from start to finish, I can never call him overrated. Like, he's such a... Because the Internet is another one of those albums where it's an experience. Like there's
Sure.
such a deep narrative there, almost deeper than some of the shit Kendrick puts out. And the aesthetic that he tried to cultivate on that album, and the message, like it's so different. And then he comes out of left field with I don't know if it was right after, but Awaken My Love is a soul album, bro. He comes in with these gnarly fucking guitars
Yeah,
and
okay,
these
you
gnarly
sold
ass,
me.
just like the
I'll
vocals,
go, like,
Redbone, bro. Redbone.
I'll
Me
I'll
and Your
properly
Mama.
rated. I'm gonna go properly
Riot.
rated. My jump to say overrated is like,
He sampled Parliament, bro.
I don't know anyone that says bad things about his music.
And I don't think
You
they
know?
should.
Like, yeah,
I
but,
think
like,
there's a lot more to...
do you think he has a single 10 out of 10 album? Because I think the highest is probably, like, when I did my video, and I think I probably still stand by this, I gave both Awaken My Love and Because of the Internet like 8.5 to a 9.
I would put Because the Internet at a 10 and Awaken My Love at like a 9. And I say that because soul is not my main genre. What he does on Because the Internet, experimental hip hop, that's my shit. That's
Yeah.
I love what he does on that album. And then, you know, Bando Stone, if there was more like Bando Stone, I would say overrated. Because that album was not it for me.
It's grown on me. My first
It
time I
did.
listened to it, I was like, this is 6.5.
Yeah.
But, like,
yeah, it's totally
I
on
think
the
it's
nose.
I think it's like 7.5-ish. Like, there's a lot of songs there that I think are
Mm-hmm.
fun, and he does kind of like an indie, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's cool.
What's that song that he does? That he did it right at the end of the concert.
Lithonia.
Lithonia.
I love that song.
That's
That's
a
one of my
really,
favorite
really good
Childish
song.
Gambino songs. It's so simple, but it's so good. So yeah, you swayed me. I'll go properly rated. Okay, we're gonna go Tyler the Creator. I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. Properly rated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone loves his music, and
I think when it comes to like the new stuff, like Chromacopia, Call Me If You Get Lost, and then Don't Tap the Glass, I think I'm missing something. I think there's something about my taste
Interesting.
that's shifted.
Wow, the fact that you could have a self-awareness for that.
No, I
though,
just don't think that he's doing anything wrong.
You know what this is?
Clapping.
Yeah. So like, some of my
theater
friends at school,
clapping.
some of my friends at school, they go like this, and it's supposed to be like 8. Like, girl, you ate that up. I definitely think his most recent albums are. I always say the word more. I think more palatable. I think the songs in Call Me If You Get Lost and Chromacopia are a little more self-contained, and they pull out a little bit easier than some of his other ones that feel kind of zanier.
I can't listen to like single songs off of Igor. It needs to be start to finish for me.
yeah,
Like,
I agree.
It needs to be all the way through.
Ariana Grande. This one's very near and dear to my heart, so I'm just hoping that Terry doesn't bash me too hard. 3, 2, 1. Properly rated.
Yeah, I don't have an issue
Phenomenal
with it.
vocalist.
Yeah.
No one really hates her music. No one really hates her.
I have to throw in something non-music related, but like everything with her and Mac Miller was like very like wholesome.
Yeah.
Like the way that
Sad.
she called him like 1,000 times or something, like 500 times after he died, just to hear his voice.
Oh, if we do this podcast like long term, I cannot wait to show you Thank You Next, bro. I think you're actually gonna really like that album.
Yeah. I actually do like Sweetener's the album, God Is a Woman is the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Sweetener's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, SZA. This
I'm
one's
ready.
hard. This one's hard.
I'm ready. I want to let it fly.
3, 2, 1.
Overrated.
Properly rated. Really?
Fucking rated, dude. SOS.
Mid album. Control is better.
Control is
Far and away.
Control is again
More concise.
It's her blonde. I think it's the best piece of music she'll ever make. SOS has songs like FF on it.
You don't like that song?
What the fuck?
On my coaster.
Who does she think she is? My issue with her is that she made an album in 2016, and then she made an album. When was SOS?
2022?
22.
Something like that.
6 years. Zero growth. You're still talking about the same guy 6 years later.
Ooh. Interesting.
And it's like Drake. I'm listening to her lyrics and I'm thinking, SZA, please go to therapy. Please. I Might Kill My Ex, not the best idea. I still love
You don't
him,
like
though.
that song?
I love that song. What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean you might kill your ex? Bro, I know it's a metaphor, but for me, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Seeing shitty relationships and seeing it manifest 6 years later, It sucks.
I
I
think
just feel
that's,
bad for her.
I think that's I never thought about that. That there's no growth in the two
Yeah,
albums because I would
like
even like as her talent as far as musician goes, I might agree with like just like the lyrics and
it's
in
the
general.
lyrics for me. It's
She's
I
so
think
good.
she evolved her sound. I think she evolved her sound on SOS.
Marginally.
And yeah, marginally. And the experimentation she took worked, but not for her core fan base. It worked for a new fan base. And
Yeah.
that's where the overrated part comes in for me. Is where you can come in having not listened to Control and hear SOS and be like, this is awesome. For me, again, it's the same issue of like, okay, now you're just trying to appeal to everybody. You want this album to sell. Clearly.
I was kind of the opposite because I started with SOS and then I went back and listened to Control and I was like, oh, this is so much better.
Exactly. And Control is just such a good R&B album.
Yes.
Such a good rap
Phenomenal,
album. Like
dude.
Broken Clocks.
I was
like,
writing a review for it that I scrapped because I don't really know why, but it just made me really
Drew
appreciate
Barrymore.
Oh my favorite song verse.
bro.
I love that song.
That's your favorite song?
Yeah.
Bro, Control is one of Angie's favorite albums. I think Drew Barrymore is her favorite song as
I
well.
love that song so. Woman enough. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, I understand. I might switch to Overrated too. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
the
just
only problem
recent
is she's
though.
so good though.
She's
like it's hard.
I saw her live and
saw her
passed
live?
out. I passed
Oh,
out.
at Gulf Ball. Yeah, you told me about
Passed
that.
out.
Yeah. I wish I was there though.
For the viewer, I had drank one alcoholic beverage that day and almost nothing else. And then we got into the crowd at SZA. It got really hot. I started fading out, and then my girl.
Don't drink, kids. Never drink.
Drink responsibly.
Don't,
well, if you're a kid,
kids
if you're a kid, don't drink.
Michael Jackson. Music only. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Properly rated. Yeah, that's the GOAT,
yes,
bruh.
Yes.
That's the king of pop. What the fuck?
Need we say more, right?
Yeah, that's the GOAT, bro. MJ did. Bro, that's
Okay.
MJ,
Yeah.
bro. That's MJ, bro.
Lady
He
Gaga.
dropped bad, bro.
Let's move on. Lady Gaga. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna say properly rated because people love her.
Yeah, she's great.
I listened to the Fame Monster recently. The thing is, I was working on a Lady Gaga video, but I just got distracted. So that's coming out eventually.
That's a heater. That's a straight.
I love that album though. It's
start
so
to
good.
finish, bro.
Yeah, it's so good. Every song.
Yeah, Lady Gaga did more on that album than most people do in their lives. Yeah, you'll get like Alejandro. You'll get Just Dance or something.
Telephone, Just Dance. Telephone is probably my favorite. I'm not gonna.
But then you get like Superstar, right? Is that a song on there?
Sounds familiar. There's so many. I have bad memory when it comes to like songs on albums. Like I'll know songs, but I won't know what album they're on. Not gonna lie. Unless it's Ariana Grande, then test me. I'll do all of them.
Like
Bad Romance.
She does so much different genres. She does so much. But the pop sound that she does, the dance pop she does, will always be what she's best at. And I think she tapped back into that on Mayhem.
I haven't listened to it yet. Well, so Fame Monster is the only album I've listened to so far. Oh, really?
Yeah. And a little bit. I think I listened to Mayhem once.
Podcast. Maybe we'll dive into that later.
Let's do it, dude. I'll do a Lady Gaga podcast.
Okay. Just a Lady Gaga podcast.
Lady Gaga. Talk about everything.
Have you seen A Star Is Born?
No.
I'd be curious.
I know it's like a remake of a remake of a remake of a remake.
Yeah, but like the music.
Yeah, no, I mean I've heard the album.
It's pretty solid. I think that's what made me realize. Oh shoot, she can actually sing, because like I feel like the music she made prior to that is kind of like you could get it. Like yes, but there's so much else going on. Whether it's the songs just being bangers or the production, especially as someone that like had only heard her songs on the radio, you don't really jump to say, "Wow, she's a fantastic vocalist." But stripping all that, what I love about The Star Is Born is because like for her, it strips all of that away, and she's amazing.
Yeah,
she's one of the best voices.
It's her at her bare bones.
Yeah,
yeah,
and she could quite literally do it all, and no glaze though. Anyways, Charlie XCX. 3, 2, 1.
Properly
Overrated.
rated. Whoa.
I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa.
Granted, I've only listened to Brat, but
she makes like the best club music ever.
Yeah, and Brat is a great album.
Brat is a fucking phenomenal album.
I'm not gonna lie though. At a certain point, I'm kind of confused. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? And you guys can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong too. I feel like Brat is a great album, but there's a lot of people that make it like their whole personality, like Brat Summer, and I'm just like, I feel like you're just leaning into liking the album as an idea more so than actually enjoying the songs.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because she created such a culture around that album when it came out, the whole rollout and like all of that. I feel like people are like, yeah, Brad is a great album, best album of all time, or whatever. And I'm just like,
see, that was my thing. Is it took me a long time. I I wasn't a part of the Brat summer at all. I didn't listen to it until like 2-3 months after it came out, and then
I was
I
Brat
listened
Fall,
to it, and I'm
Brat
like,
Autumn.
oh, like this is probably the best album from this year. Like it might be. It's literally a perfect like electronic like club house like everything is romantic is one of the best songs like not ever but like in the last like 10 years. Like she does so much shit on that song. There's so much to break down from the lyrics. Her flow is fucking fire. The way that it starts off with this like really beautiful like like strings melody, and then it's cut with this cold digital voice, and it's her voice, and then it goes into this like dun 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 dun, dun, and it's like bro, like you're I don't know, I really like that song. I glazed that song a little bit much.
The album is really good. I think I
Yeah.
probably gave like 8.5 to a 9. People are treating it like it's a 30 out of 10. You know
Yeah,
what
I mean, it's-
and I'm just like,
But I get it. Like I understand the glaze. Like more than
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really get it, but
I say properly. I give her the proper.
I give her a little overrated.
All right.
Bad Bunny.
My goat.
3, 2, 1.
Properly
a little
rated.
overrated.
Properly rated.
A little overrated.
That's Benito, bro.
I like his music though.
That's my
as someone that doesn't speak a lick of Spanish.
Okay, so
Or what is it? Portuguese?
no, it's Spanish.
Okay.
Puerto Rican Spanish. Portuguese.
Okay, sorry.
You would notice though, like Portuguese sounds very different from
I know.
Spanish.
I know. You know, I did Portuguese on Duolingo once for like 2 weeks.
Obrigado.
I didn't get that far.
I think that's Portuguese.
I think pow is bread.
Obrigado means thanks in Portuguese. I know.
Obrigado.
Obrigado gozaimasu.
Obrigado.
Yeah, Bad Bunny's properly rated. Un Verano Senti is a phenomenal album. Like phenomenal album in every regard. Like it's that's the one with Yo No Si Celoso and what else? Titi Me Pregunta. Baby IT.
Oh yeah, I
hey.
know that song.
Yeah, that one. Like
No, I really like his...
but then also like there's a song with the Marias. I think it's called Otro Atravesar, something like that. But it's got this beautiful, like it's literally just like a 4-measure loop of this guitar, but it's so perfect. And then he just goes off for the whole song.
Yeah.
And
I really like him. His presence on a song, his flow,
Yeah.
his cadence is just really, really fun.
And then what's the newest one?
The new album?
Yeah, the newest
The one with
album.
Nueva Yo.
Yeah,
I love that song.
I guess I also don't have like the cultural connection.
Yeah.
Like, my
that's
girl
a good
is
point.
Puerto Rican, and the new album, like she loved that shit.
Like I should, maybe I'll switch to like NA. I don't know, because like I feel like
You haven't listened enough.
It's actually surprising how much I like his music
Yeah.
for not
Why are you
knowing the
saying he's
language
overrated?
or anything.
Is he overrated?
I don't know, man.
And like his fan base is like, I get it. Like
Nah,
I
you're right,
literally
you're
know
right.
I know multiple people who have flown to Puerto
maybe
Rico
I'm just
just
trying
to
to be
see him.
different, bro. Okay, I don't know.
Contrarian,
Next
this guy.
artist, Sabrina Carpenter. 3, 2, 1, properly rated.
Properly, yeah.
Because I think even her, she's not trying to do too much. You know what I mean?
Espresso is like my guilty pleasure song.
It's a great song.
Like I'd be bumping that shit. I can't lie.
We'll do short and sweet.
Like after the homies hop out the car, like I'm on that. Like I blast the Sabrina. Yeah, I think she's fine. I don't have, and her fan base doesn't bother me.
Her fan base, like I feel like everyone kind of sees that it's just lighthearted.
Yeah, and
she's
it's
not
like
trying too hard.
it's like, oh, this is the girl that was on Disney.
yeah, and
You
now
don't. Let's go tell them that you don't. Do you know that scene?
No.
They're saying I might have something called autism.
Oh yeah,
You don't.
Boy Meets World.
Let's go
Let's
tell them you don't. Yeah, she was. I'm a failure. You failed me. Yeah, she
Yo,
was.
this is
She
a
was.
deep
What
cut
song is that
reference.
show?
Horror. Deep cut reference. Sorry.
What show was that? What
Girl
Disney?
Meets World. It was the Boy Meets World spinoff, and she was Sean's like Sean's.
I never
Not
watched
foil,
either of
but
those
like,
shows.
I don't know. Boy Meets World was okay. Girl Meets World, honestly, that was my shit.
I know,
When
I
I was like
remember.
11, 12. Oh my goodness.
I think a little older than that too. I remember you mentioning that.
No.
Yeah,
No.
maybe once
What?
or twice.
Next artist.
It's his
God.
favorite show.
The Weeknd. 3, 2, 1.
Overrated.
Properly rated to like a little bit overrated. I love his music though. He's one of my favorite artists.
His newer albums just don't slap me in the face with sound the same way that like what's it called? Trilogy. Starboy,
Great album.
like
by
House
the
of
way.
Cards.
House of Balloons.
What the fuck is the it's House of Balloons / something.
Well, it's like 3 mixtapes. House of Balloons. Thursday,
That's the name of the mixtape?
Echoes of Silence.
There's a song called House of Balloons though.
Oh.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't like it. You don't like it. I remember I played it for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is my favorite Weekend song. And you're
I was
like,
like,
you don't like
this
this.
is
Yeah. I think the album that at this point I'm most familiar with is Starboy and Hurry Up Tomorrow because my friends were harassing me to listen to Hurry Up Tomorrow.
And
And
what
I
did you think of Hurry Up Tomorrow? Like, jokes aside. Come on.
I think I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I think
gave
I
it,
gave
like, 8.5 to
on
9. I'll take
Echo.
it.
I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
Wait, what?
Follow me on Echo at
What's Echo?
TERI.
Is it like Letterboxd?
Yeah, for albums.
Isn't that album of the year though? Album of the year.
Echo, I think, is a better interface. I can show you after. It's
Okay.
a good app.
Leve.
Oh fuck yeah, man! Fucking
3, 2, 1. Underrated,
dude.
bro.
They don't know about that.
Ugh.
Nah, they do now. But like when
Yeah.
I listened to her, she had a solid cult following. But like I listened to, I cannot remember the name. The album with Goddess on it. Is it called Goddess?
Bewitched.
Bewitched. I listened to that album once, and immediately bought tickets to see her.
I'm so jealous.
Immediately bought tickets
Those videos
to see her.
look so cool.
I was like, her sound is so, and keep in mind, like I've been talking about how I mostly listen to underground rap. This is a really nice breath of fresh air. It was literally like an ethereal experience. It was just so, her vocals raw as fuck. She doesn't need any effect. She's an extremely talented musician just overall. She played like 3 different instruments. It runs in the family. She brought her sister out to play violin. She had what's his name, John Baptiste, come out to do piano. It was such a good concert. I loved it. I felt like I was like a kid again. So super underrated. Not enough people know about her.
Great voice. Great.
Yep.
What I also appreciate is, I don't know how much you listen to of the new album that she drops.
No.
I only listen to like the singles, and like it's, to me, I went into that album expecting, like when she was hyping it up, it seemed like, okay, now she's really famous.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if she kind of becomes a little bit more poppy.
Catered,
like,
yeah.
But it still feels pretty
Nice.
pretty authentic
Nice.
to her sound.
All of her. Have you listened to like her orchestral albums?
All that I've listened to is Bewitched, and then the one before that. That's
Yeah,
like,
it's literally just her with an orchestra. It's the greatest thing ever. Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. I think it's a chamber. I don't think it's a whole. I think it's a chamber orchestra. I don't think it's like a whole grand. Yeah. I don't know.
Justin Bieber, 3, 2, 1, underrated.
Overrated.
I'm gonna go in 2025.
No.
Justin
In
Bieber's
20,
underrated.
like in 2025. Again, though, I've never listened to a Justin Bieber album.
We gotta change that. Swag is kind of mid, but I'm really curious to see your opinion on it.
I'm curious to see my opinion on it too.
Yeah, Daisies is my song of the summer.
Yeah,
we just said at the same time. That was so
I
cute.
like him though. I really like him as a person. Like I feel so bad for him.
Yeah,
all
I
the
empathize
fucking
with him
time.
so much. Justin Timberlake, 3, 2, 1,
Properly
underrated.
rated, top 3 white boys of all time.
I think he's a little underrated because these days in particular, he's been getting kind of not the best. He's not been shined on
His
in the
influence
best
though,
light,
like
you know?
the what he did with
DUI.
Timbaland.
But yeah,
What he did with Timbaland is never going to be forgotten.
and I just think if you really break it down, I think he has 5 albums. 3 of them are bangers. One of them's mid, and then the other one's kind of bad.
Man in the
But
Woods.
like, yeah, Man of the Woods is okay, I think.
Okay. I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, and then his newest one was kind of bad. But like, there's still some moments. Like I feel like
Yeah.
he has a really patented sound, right?
Yeah.
That when he taps into,
No, like
unmatched.
and you know, like the beats that he was working with, like the shit that he did with Pharrell, the shit that he did with Timberland, like that can't be under. That's why he's underrated because they don't know about that. They don't know about Timberland. Timberland carried 2000s. Like his drums are unbelievable. I forgot what song Kanye took to all these different producers, but they couldn't get the drums right, and then he brought it to Timberland.
And it's 5
in
minutes.
5
I saw that,
minutes.
I saw
Yeah,
that,
like
yeah.
that's
the
Timberland,
sexy
bro.
back drums. Nah,
Yeah.
he just has so many bangers. And I feel like also as a vocalist, you don't really have anyone that kind of does what he does. Like he has such a unique sound. It's like really clean and really simple.
He made Mirrors, bro.
Best
That's
song
it.
of all
He
time.
made
Best song
Mirrors.
of all time, bro. Don't have me.
Yep.
Last artist on this list is gonna be Billie Eilish. 3, 2, 1. Properly rated.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
she has the top 3 best voices in the music industry right now. I love her voice.
Gotta
so
give
much.
credit to Phineas.
He's a
Gotta
great
give
producer, too.
Phineas his
Yeah.
flowers. I don't think Billie Eilish would be who she is without him. And I think
100%.
she acknowledges that
Yeah.
constantly. Like,
That's why they're always
they're a
together.
duo. Yeah, 100%. Like her vocals are incredible, but his production is he's one of the best producers to ever live. I really might
Wow.
like watching his breakdowns. He knows so much sauce. It's insane. He knows so much sauce. Like I forgot I think it was for When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? But he broke down like Bad Guy. Bro, that man is a genius.
All right, so that was our main segment. So I'm gonna toss the notebook. Oh my god, that was
Damn.
so loud. We're gonna do one more quick little thing, and that's gonna be your Mount Rushmore of albums. And and you think about this, I'll give you mine, and I'll show you my thought process so you can build yours. Because I'm going into this not necessarily with my 4 favorite albums, but 4 albums that I think shaped my music taste. Right? So my first one is Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, because before listening, that was one of the first albums I've listened to from start to finish. When it came out, there's also some personal things going on that I really related to a lot of the content. Okay. And it's what got me into that girly pop kind of singer songwriter style, because before then I was kind of all over the place, but I didn't really like it. I didn't appreciate it that much. So it taught me how to appreciate that lyrical style and the potential of it. Then the second one, I'm gonna go with Good Kid, Mad City, because that's an album I listened to recently. Go watch the video if you haven't seen it yet. It actually changed my perspective on life. I know that sounds kind of dramatic.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you haven't listened to that album though, like that's a perfect 10.
Yeah,
that was the perfect 10. Yeah.
It's my favorite album of all time. It just changed my perspective on how I go about my everyday life, and like just feel more appreciative for what I have. And there's a lot of bangers. Okay, and number 3, I'm gonna go Songs About Jane by Maroon 5, which is really underrated.
It is.
Because there's so many great songs. They've only gone downhill from there, which is sad. But that album showed me, I think it showed me how I could appreciate just like good little melodies and little guitar parts and like how much that kind of stuff can do for a song. Because I think a lot of people just say, oh, it's a hook, like the chorus, right? But no, this love, da, 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 there's so many different aspects to it. Anyways, yeah. And then my fourth one is a little tough. I think I'm gonna go with Thriller by Michael Jackson, even though I haven't. Honestly, I don't think I've listened to the entire album before.
But Thriller the song.
Thriller the song. Billie Jean is on that album too.
Yeah.
I think Beat It is also like.
Yeah.
Those, I think it is.
I think it is.
Yeah, like those specific Michael Jackson songs is why I like that style. What those songs do well is why I love pop music.
Right.
So that's my 4.
Okay. Well, I like how you framed it, like where it's like your music taste, like what developed your music
shaping
taste.
your music taste.
So 100%. First 2 albums that are going on there are Yeezus and Whole Lotta Red.
No surprises.
Yeah. Yeezus, I mean, I talked about it earlier, but the first song that I listened to, I was like probably 9 or 10 on the way to swim practice, and I saw a YouTube video with Blood on the Leaves. And
Love that song.
I remember hearing it and thinking, what the like, what is this? Like, this is a song? So I listened to that song over and over and over and over again for like a year. And then I realized it's a part of a bigger album. I didn't really know who Kanye was. And then I listened to the album. Like, once I got older, Blood in the Leaves just ended up on a playlist somewhere. But once I listened to the full thing, like, you got On Site as the intro. On Site is just this insane ear harassment. And then it just breaks. And it's...
Keep talking. I'm going to check the cameras again.
Yeah. You get this beautiful children's gospel choir that comes in the middle of it. And it's just such a unique album in that way. The outro of New Slaves has this, I think it's a Turkish song called Gyung Haju Yani. And then he chops, I don't know if he chops it, but he adds drums to it. And then Frank Ocean does this outro. We're like, what are you cooking here? And then the rest of the song is My Mother Was Raised in the Air. Like, bro. So, yeah, Yeezus, A Whole Lotta Red, merging trap and punk. It still has Cardi style. Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, like Sex Pistols, like 80s.
Oh,
like, yeah, punk.
Interesting.
The energy. The energy is punk. He's not rapping like a rapper. He's you know, screaming and just doing this raw energy. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about a whole lot of Redmore, but that's another phenomenal album. Besides that, I think it's the album, or it's an EP, Scary Monsters and Nice Spirits by Skrillex.
Okay.
And then probably Donuts by Jay Dilla.
I don't know those last two, but
And the last two are mainly for production reasons, as opposed to like the energy of the first two, and the influence. Like, with Donuts by Jay Dilla, it's a masterclass in production. Jay Dilla carried like a lot of the '90s and like early 2000s rap production. The way that he would sample is super unique. Like, he would take a full song and find like 10 or 11 different vocal chops and like reorganize them and and then put the drums on it. And he also made history. He had an MPC 800, I think that's the name of the device, but it was a drum machine. Like, it was an 808 drum maker. He would turn off quantization, and quantization is where you basically, like, if you're in FL, it'll snap it to the starting note, right? It'll snap.
So everything's timed perfectly.
Off.
Interesting.
Turn that shit off. He did his own thing, and there's this edge to the drums. There's this offbeatness that just, it's so unique. It's and he ended up passing when he was really young from, I think, either sickle cell anemia or celiac disease. I forgot what it was, but he was like crippled when he was like 18. So yeah, Jay Dilla, go. And then Scary Monsters and Nice Spirits, bro. That like dubstep is just such a huge part of my like foundational music taste. I might tie it with like Fame Monster, because really when I was young, all I listened to was Lady Gaga, Skrillex, Michael Jackson, and Scatman John. Like, I had a really weird music taste when I was a kid, but those four artists, like, and if you don't know who Scatman John is, you need the education, bro. Scatman's World, bro, that's classic. They don't know about that. That's like,
I don't know about
that's
that.
like early like 2000s like internet brain rot. That's like the OG brain rot. Like, just having a Scatman song pop up in the middle of a video was like, that was like YouTube poop era. So like, that was super foundational.
Cool. I can't wait to watch this footage back and see how much of it is you just talking about this music and me going, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. But all right. So I do this thing on the Amplifier where I outro it by giving my song of the week, and then I add it to a playlist for them to like click on and listen to. So my song of the week, and you can give yours. My song of the week is actually, I don't not know. I have been listening to podcasts lately. So if you have one, you could say it.
I'm gonna throw out Dancing with Your Eyes Closed by Jane Remover. I think that's the most accessible song on that album.
Okay.
It's really, really, really fun song. I think even if you don't like the edginess or like the noise, the industrialness of Jane Remover's music, you can get behind that melody and that rhythm like any day of the week. It's a really good song.
I'm going to go with Butterflies by Justin Bieber. It's off of his new album, his like Swag, and it's really good. I think you might like it, honestly. Okay. It's a very simple song, but the production is so like ambient. It's just really, it's like kind of raw, but kind of like light in like this nice way. It's a nice song. All right. Thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely.
Terry.
Thank you for having me.
You want to plug anything again?
Follow me on Echo at TERI. Follow me on Instagram at Blackstar301, BLKSTR301.
Blackstar.
Music's coming soon. I don't really have anything uploaded yet, but I am working on beats basically every day. So if you stick around, there will be something there.
Stick around.
If you like any of the artists that I've mentioned, please check them out. Or I mean, if you've never heard of them, check them out, because a lot of them might push you out of your comfort zone. It might give you something new to listen to. So definitely with Jane Remover, Revenge Seekers, album of the year.
Anyways, I guess that's what we'll call it. Do you want to hit a shrug? That's on my YouTube channel. I always end it. I don't know if you noticed that. I always end my videos with a shrug. That's like my thing. Huh?
End it with a heart.
No, dude.
You do your shrug, I'll do my heart.
Whatever, man.